Okay, so this is an example of a pulling sequence you use, again, to activate that posterior oblique chain when we're talking about rotating our body and being able to link the back of the shoulder to the back of the hip. We're going to start half kneeling, we're going to do some high to low pulling, and then some low to high pulling in golf posture. So I'm going to come down on one knee. In this half kneeling position, I'm going to have my leg forward of the hand that I'm grabbing the cable with. As I get tall and feel like I find neutral in my pelvis, I'm going to feel activation of that back hip, so my left glute is firing. From here, I'm going to retract my shoulder blade. So I'm creating distance between my shoulder and my ear, and then finishing the pull to the back of the shoulder. So I feel the back of my right shoulder stabilized by the back of my left hip. So I can cross pattern my arms, right shoulder, left hip, and then as I get better, I can add some thoracic rotation, right shoulder, left hip, as we pull. Once we get better at that, you can feel those glutes. I can get rid of the mat, and I can actually get myself in a golf posture and do the same thing. Right shoulder, and now I feel the activation of that left glute is the important part. Pull with the right arm, stabilize with the left hip. Pull with the right arm, stabilize with the left hip. We start high to low pulling because it's easier to pull away from my shoulder so I'm not shrugging up and creating a posturally stressful pose. I can lower the cable down. Now I'm actually in kind of a more true golf posture. And again, rotate from the right shoulder, feel the activation to the hip. Rotate from the shoulder, feel the hip. I want to make sure that I'm not shrugging up as I pull, but I'm using the muscles below my shoulder blade to stabilize. I would do that on both sides. So for a right-handed golfer, pulling with the right arm, stabilizing the left hip, stimulates the backswing. Left arm, right hip would stimulate follow through. So that's a oblique sling pull-in sequence.